Oh, lights. Yeah. Lights. Marius, Lichter bitte aus. Danke.
Okay. I'm Aleksandra Nina Knežević and I'm a graphic designer, and I would like to show you tonight my project redesign of city, redesign of Sarajevo. But first, something about me. I was born in Sarajevo and I graduated Art Academy in Montenegro. What another people told them about my work is that my work is fresh and contemporary and easily communicates an international visual language through playful typography and graphics. My project has been awarded worldwide, and I was also president of Bosnian Association of Applied Artists and Designers. I was working also in some of agency design studios, but last years I'm working as a freelance designer and also working a lot of book covers. I'm working for one of the famous publishers' house in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's called Book, and this is some of my works. And also some of my books covers used from foreign publishing houses in Netherlands, in Slovenia, and Croatia. One of my favorite covers I done is the cover for Bosnian edition of book Harry Potter, where we suggested to the English publisher to refrain from their cover for book Harry Potter and accept my design. So they agreed it, they like artwork, so now Bosnian edition of Harry Potter book is totally different from the usual cover that you can see in bookstores worldwide. What I want to present here and share with you is one of my projects that I'm working as a couple of years, and called Redesign of City. It's kind of my contribution to the reconstruction and rebuilding of the city of Sarajevo, but on the design way. So many of these Sarajevo buildings have not been renovated till now, but on my illustrations they are clear, redesigned and playful. So Sarajevo is a small town, but you can find a lot of differences. The city is famous for its traditional, cultural and religious diversity, with adherents of Islam, Orthodoxy, Catholicism and Judaism coexisting there for centuries. Due to this long and rich history of religions and cultural variety, Sarajevo is often called as Jerusalem of Europe or Jerusalem of Balkan. It was until recently in 20th century the only major European city to have a mosque, Catholic church, Orthodox church and synagogue in the same neighborhood. In architectural terms, Sarajevo is an interesting example of the interweaving of various artistic influences and architectural styles. Sarajevo is situated within the narrow valley, wide only 1 to 2 kilometers. There are numerous buildings of Ottoman architecture, the Neo-Gothic, Neo-Romanesque, Art Nouveau, futuristic and other buildings. From the period of Ottoman Empire in Bosnia and Herzegovina, the most important part is old markets sector Baščaršija, with very unique architectural designs of Ottoman architecture of the city. My project, redesign of city, began as photographing the well-known famous parts of the city, but also those of just ordinary unknown who also make the city and its image. Yeah, famous, but now also something which existing in Sarajevo. I turned these images of buildings, bridges, street, furniture, public transport, and everyday objects into stylized vector files. So I made over 60 stylized symbols of Sarajevo. And because I was a big fan and I'm collecting so much dingbat fonts many years, I decided to make dingbat font from these symbols. I don't know, do you know what is dingbat font? Dingbat is an ornament, character, or spacer used in typesetting. It's described fonts that you have symbols and shape in the position designed for alphabetical or numeric characters. So I decided to make my own font from these symbols, and Sarajevo Dingbat font was born. So you can install this font of your computer and use as you like. In the same time, when I made this Dingbat font, I decided to connect all symbols with the letter. So L means that it's a Latin bridge, K it's a Catholic Church, D is for Vijećnica, it's the National Library, S is for Sebil, it's one part of Baščaršija where before people sell things like marketplace. E or I is for Ibrik. It is Iver, the water container. Then Z it's Olympic Hall Zetra. So also A it's Ali Pasha Mosque. So most of them are connecting with letters.
What will be W? Sorry.
Most of them are connected with letters.
What is W?
Yeah, they are not so everything connected.
Okay.
So Filjan is a very small traditional coffee pot for traditional Turkish or Bosnian coffee. In Bosnia, it's very important tradition of drinking coffee. Then during the that you can rest alone or drink with your friends. You can contemplate or talk with family, play, or we also use that part, we say gatati or gledati šolju. Please translate.
Man kann Zukunft voraussagen, indem man
Kaffeesatz lesen.
Kaffeesatz lesen, genau, ja.
In this project, I also include Bosnian postcards which inspired me a lot. So I included some symbols from old postcards. These old postcards made in the period of Austro-Hungarian Empire. So you can find here also Cyrillic letters, Arabic, Latinic, but also some words on German words, like Sarajevo. And later I tried to make new old postcards, but with the same composition, with the same style, but with new elements. Also I used these elements of Sarajevo being on postcards. Yeah, you can find Sarajevo in some places to buy when you come in Sarajevo. So, also the symbols of Sarajevo I presented in some exhibition in Sarajevo, but also somewhere else, like in Japan, in Sapporo, in one gallery there. Also, it was exhibited posters of this project in Shanghai on Expo in Bosnian Pavilion. And also last year I exhibited this in Centre Pompidou in Paris, actually in their bookstore. Also, maybe my presentation will be something shorter than last. I would like to, 2 years ago, European Union make a movie about Sarajevo, about people and culture in Sarajevo. They call Discover Sarajevo. I also was included in it, and I would like to show you that and share with you. And it will be.
Yeah. There will be sound.
Sarajevo, a city of great cultural diversity and heritage. Architecture from different eras shapes the city. Here we meet Nina Knežević, a successful local artist and designer. She'll take us on a walk in her favourite neighbourhoods. Not long ago, she drafted a set of pictograms which resembled the favourite sites of her hometown.
Dobrodošli u Sarajevo. Welcome to Sarajevo.
Sarajevo is like a bridge through time and a bridge between East and West. The city's unique history inspired Nina to create her own Sarajevo font, which reflects the famous structures of her hometown and its many cultural roots. Although the earliest history of the Sarajevo Valley dates back to the Neolithic era, it wasn't before the end of the 15th century that the settlement was established as a city. The name Sarajevo derives from the Turkish Saray Ovasha, meaning the field around a palace. The old town is the touristic centre of Sarajevo. It's been carefully restored and displays the heritage of the Ottoman period. Since Nina Knežević was born in Sarajevo, she has a very close and emotional connection to the town.
Za mene je moj grad važan zato što sam tu rođena, odrasla, stekla prijatelje, imam rodbinu, znači nisu važne samo arhitektura, nego je puno važan duh tog grada.
Accordingly, Nina works from her home office in the center of the city. Among other things, she designs book covers, fonts, postcards and t-shirts. She relies on using playful typography and graphics to make her work fresh and contemporary.
Volim u dizajnu zato što pruža mogućnost možda spajanja iz starijih tehnika umjetnosti sa nekim novim tehnikama korištenja kompjutera i sl. Moja ideja, poruka za umjetnost je zadržite dijete u sebi.
The projects of Nina Knežević have received awards around the world, and they've been published in design magazines and books. In addition to her work as a freelance designer, she's president of the Association of Applied Artists and Designers of Bosnia and Herzegovina. In that role, she's also responsible for the management of a gallery in the city centre. After work, Nina sometimes attends one of the small but extraordinary cultural events in town. Today, there's a one-night exhibition in a historical cinema. Sarajevo is the centre of the country's vivid, young and cutting-edge art scene. As a contrast to the busy town life, Nina sometimes looks for some silence in the city's surroundings.
Nadam se da ste uživali u ovom malom putovanju u Sarajevo i da se vidimo uskoro.
So